Well, today we are presenting as a team what makes a good teacher. Our team is presented, or this presentation was done by Ania Itzel, Brenda Ruiz, and myself, Daniel Salinas. Again, we're going to start with presenting what makes a good teacher. The reading said that teachers are represented as social beings. Um, the classroom is clearly located within the more extended context of a school, a complex, constantly changing world full of exuberant children learning, playing, and colleagues busily attending meetings and talking. This means that even though a classroom is basically meant for the teaching process and activity to be done, it doesn't exclude it from being a social environment. Being that said, a lot of extracurricular interactions will be happening. So it is important that even though it is a job and it is a profession, we don't take it as a full on just profession, that there is still interaction with other human beings involved, and that we just cannot take everything just as the profession says, right? Just teaching, right? Just by the book. The social context is important in the present discussions as the expectations of all participants involved in the educational process exert an influence on a teacher's behavior in school and in the classroom. It is very important to take into consideration the social context of humans that are present in a classroom. Um, Interactions within these people may vary depending on what type of people we're dealing with. What I mean is, not all classrooms are going to have the same type of interaction or the same topics or the same even tone of voice. Also, what we understood about this specific reading is that learners, teachers, and the curriculum are all involved in kind of a circle or a triangle, if you would like, where the learners need the teachers and the learners also need the curriculum. Also, the curriculum needs the teachers and the learners and so on, right? It's this triangle where every single piece is in need of the other one. Again, this completes the circle of an interaction, which means that just because the teachers have the knowledge and they present it to the students does not mean that they are in full control of the social context and the environment of the whole classroom. It just means that they do have more authority, but it's not fully on them on creating that environment. Can you help me with the next one, please? Teacher's identity. Teachers are unique individuals with their own personalities, idiosyncrasies, hopes, and concerns. Again, this point goes back to what I first exposed, which is the teachers not taking their profession as just a profession. Okay, we're not just building knowledge for the students and kids. We are also building character and social maturity and behavior and a lot of other complex concepts that are very very difficult to just explain with words or books. So in my mind, a teacher does have different uh, not identity but behaviors regarding or where they are encountered. So for example, if a teacher is encountered in a classroom, it will be a very different posture to if they have a meeting with some of their colleagues either inside of the school or outside of the school. um, the social context of educating, teaching, and learning can also be represented not just as in a classroom, but also in a school, like for a presentation for the colleagues, a local community. Maybe they're doing some local service and they would like to expose the best teachers or their best students, the region, county, or an international community, right? So it is important that the teacher's identity is not solely based on their local um, social social personality, but that they gain knowledge from all of this small areas or big areas to provide more knowledge to the classroom. Can you help me with the next one, please? And we also have teachers' professional skills. These are 4 points that we will see better explained through the presentation, but I will just give like the basic concepts for each one of them. Subject matter skills, such as language competence or the use of the target language, and last are self evidently of vital importance for language teacher. Well, it is basically self-explanatory, right? If we don't have a relatively large knowledge of, let's say, English, it will be very difficult for us to teach it, right? We cannot just make uh, teaching lessons of just the past past tense or the verb to be, which is very popular topic. With enabling skills, those are which facilitate career-long teacher learnings that include professional reading skills, presentation skills, investigating, and use of theories for the improvement of practice. I do believe that this is one of the more important skills to have because teaching is a self-improvement profession, and even though you finish school or the bachelor's degree of university with high grades or the best in school, it does not mean that you will gain a lot of experience from it, and you need to gain experience from both the reading and the studying, from the practice. You also have to have bad experiences, so there's a lot of things to take into consideration into exposing or presenting a teacher who has been experienced, right, or a good teacher per se. Enabling skills, those are which facilitate career-long teacher learning. Oh, okay, I believe we presented the same concept, or yes, we presented the same concept, but it's okay. Essentially, enabling skills are the ones that I just exposed. It's the same. Don't worry. And yeah, so the other two skills will be presented further into the presentation. And yeah.
Okay, so now we have the teacher's attitudes and feelings. Language teachers feel or behave in certain ways about the language they teach or the goals and purposes of education. They are often influenced by social forces. Many teachers have positive feelings, hopes, desires, and dreams. However, experienced trainers know that teachers may also have many negative feelings, concerns, doubts, worries, etc. Yeah, this is basically what the title says: the teachers' attitudes and feelings. Um, how the trainers or the teachers feel about, I don't know, maybe their students, the environment inside the classroom. Maybe it's a good one, maybe it's a bad one. And yes, then we have teachers' skills. First is the methodological. Preparation and solid knowledge base are fundamental for these skills. A teacher must be ready to use any set of tools or materials to adapt their delivery to the students. Yeah, we all know that the teachers need to be very methodological because it helps with the, as I say, the environment in the classroom. And we have some examples of the methodological skills in teaching. Is to have a good lesson planning, choosing the right book for the students, and use of the different tools like computer or recorders. So if there's a problem, the teacher can solve it fast or in a good way. Second is the decision making. These skills, uh, this skills a variety of uses on the teaching area. Having good decisions making can help with controlling the classroom and with making sure an established goal is completed successfully. Um, yes, I think it's pretty easy to understand that a teacher may be good at making decisions. And some examples of decision making skills in teaching are Is it a mistake or a slip? So they can identify very well if it's a mistake or a slip. Does this teaching approach work with my students, or I have to change it? Is their effort good enough, or yes. And
Then we have social. Good social skills with a teacher guarantee a caring and helpful relationship with the students, parents, and coworkers. Some examples of social skills in teaching are: the first one, listen to a student situation, can help to empathize with them. So you can, as a teacher, you can connect with your students. And the second one is talking to other teachers can help with adding experience and knowledge to our practice. You can share your experience with other teachers, and also you can like learn with those experience. The third one is by communicating with parents, we can have a better understanding of a student's attitude. And the next one, please. Hello. Um, the next one is enabling. These skills make possible the growth of teachers and their practice. Knowledge is not just for the students, and practice is required to improve. Some examples of enabling skills in a teacher are: the first one, having bad experience will minimize future mistakes, because you are like practice and you are having more experience like being in the classroom and teaching. The second one is continuous reading and preparation helps growth. And I think this is very important because as a teachers, we always have to like keep learning, because there's always a new information, new theories, or yeah. And the last one is a teacher has to be updated with trends and important topics to adapt. And this is very important too, because by doing this to adapt topics and trends, you can catch the students attention, so it's like very helpful in the classroom. And the next one, please. And this is gonna be all for today. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you next class. Bye.